Hey sweet friends, thank you for joining me for a Stitch Fix box. I'm home from the office and it was a long one and a super hot one. On my way to work, there is this marquee, you know, like the neighborhood signs where they post things about HOA elections and stuff like that. This one actually said something like, I don't think this is what Whitney meant when she said she wanted to feel the heat with somebody. And let me tell you, I guarantee you it was not. It was supposed to be 110 yesterday. It only hit 109. Today was actually a little bit better, but that's only because it was under 105. I'm so ready for this month to be over. And I imagine by the time I have this edited and posted to where you can see it, it will be September and my dreams will be realized. So today I have a Stitch Fix for us. Y'all, like Stitch Fix days are the best days. I'm slowly starting to cancel some of my subscription box services and keeping the ones that I really, really love. And Stitch Fix is just like a constant. I'm a little bit more particular about what actually stays, but I just get excited about it. And so much of it has to do with like the digital interface that they have. The app is so awesome. I'm not affiliated with Stitch Fix like whatsoever. I just really like them. And they're one of the first services that made me just kind of feel like good about myself. If you're unaware, and I'm sorry if, you know, if you're always here and you're like, oh my gosh, Meredith, I'm tired of hearing this. I am on a weight loss journey. And so I'm looking for clothes that make me feel good, like right where I am. That's what I want. I want something that I can put on and in this glimpse of time, I think, wow, I feel awesome. And so that is how I am judging every outfit. Not like, hey, you know what? This is a little snug, but pretty soon it'll look great. That's just not what we're going for, y'all. We want to look beautiful and like our amazing selves right now. Stitch Fix is a clothing subscription service. It was my first one of the kind, and I've done lots of them since. It's so different than other subscription services. Like I've done FabFitFun, I have done BoxyCharm, which is like now Ipsy. I've done so many of these different ones. My daughter had one called Quirky Crate, which just sent the last box, which really makes all of us very, very sad. And they all have something in common that is very different from these clothing subscription boxes. Like basically what you get is what you get. Like you might get to pick one thing, you might not, it might be a theme, but what comes to your house in that box is here to stay. Like you keep it, you donate it, you pass it out to friends, they don't care, like it's yours, right? Stitch Fix is different. And all the subscription boxes are some variation of this, except for fashion, which, well, it's kind of an outlier and it's changed now too. So I don't even know that I can tell you what that's about. The way that Stitch Fix works is there is a $20 styling fee. So you pay this $20 styling fee and they send you a box of curated clothes. You fill out a really awesome style quiz. They get your sizes, they get your like, you tell them what you're into, what you need in your closet, what you absolutely won't wear, what parts of your body you're not okay showing. Then they send you 5 items. So that $20 that you paid goes towards one of those 5 items. Now there is something different, which, have y'all heard that the Style Pass is going away? I've heard it, I've seen it on Reddit. I'm not excited about it. Let me explain what the Style Pass is. So after my second box, my second box was the first one that I kept all 5 items. They call it a 5 for 5. And it's like you got the golden ticket. You got a 5 for 5, you got a 25% off discount, because if you buy all 5 items, you get 25% off. But I was offered this Style Pass. And so basically they said, okay, well for $50, you will style you all year. And so I paid $50. That first box that they sent me, they took $50 off of, just like they would the $20, and then I didn't have to pay any style fees for the rest of the year. And you know, I like the idea of it because, like I said, I'm losing weight. I've had one box that has come in where just nothing really worked for me, and so I sent the entire box back. And I may have made a different choice if I'd put that $20 down, but at the same time, I've had 2 boxes where I've kept all 5 things. So I think it kind of evens out. And so I imagine that the Style Pass was kind of designed for that type of customer. According to the Stylists Stitch Fix Reddit, it sounds like a very large percentage of people who have the Style Pass just kind of do like an every 2-week rotating, they get their box in, they like to try stuff on and they send everything back and they almost never buy anything. And so that's losing money for them. And sadly, it sounds like we're all gonna be punished for that. But I think that the whole point of the Style Pass was that we got to send back everything if we wanted to. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings on it. I wanna know your feelings on it. And if you are going to keep Stitch Fix, if you've been a Stitch Fix Style Pass holder, are you sticking with it? Are you okay paying the $20? I guess I don't really love that they're gonna take $20 back and it's like they're holding it and then later I'm gonna buy something. So it's just a lot of drafting from my checking account, and I like to watch my checking account. So I'm probably not getting rid of Stitch Fix, but let me tell you, I'm not super happy today. My favorite thing about Stitch Fix is the app. It's amazing. There's this thing called the Style Shuffle, and I used to do it like every day. I kind of like waited for it to drop. The Style Shuffle is this little like thumbs up, thumbs down situation where just they throw a lot of little styles at you and you tell them if you like it or don't like it. And it's just kind of, for me, it's kind of rapid fire. I normally, like when I take a bath at night, I play my little Style Shuffle if I'm thinking about it. Honestly, this month has been so busy. I've probably only done it like 4 or 5 times, but you know, that 4 or 5 times has been fun, and it's giving the algorithm a little bit of information about me. It's interesting because typically I'll have one section of it, and I think it's like your style, I don't know, I'll have to look and see. I'll put it on the screen if I figure out what that little section's called. But typically like every one of those is a thumbs up for me, or maybe 1 thumbs down. And so I think that one's like the one where they've kind of honed in. They're like, oh, look, we got your style. Here it is. You're gonna like all these. And so I don't know, I just think that they do a really good job at kind of gamifying fashion. And I think that's pretty fun. So another thing that Stitch Fix does that I really like is they do a style preview. And the style preview comes out, this one actually probably came out 2 weeks before I got my box. And it's normally maybe 5 to 10 days. You know, it varies. I'm gonna say 2 weeks. So the preview is where they send you 10 items that is sometimes, it's gray area. I don't know if it's curated by my stylist or if it's curated by the algorithm, but I have heard a lot of people online say that if they put, you know, no, or I don't want something, that it's there, which makes me think that probably a lot of the previews are styled by the algorithm and then it goes to your stylist. But you get these 10 items. You can choose up to 5 of them to go in your box. If you choose 5, congratulations, you have styled your box. My last one, which you haven't seen yet because I'm trying to do it as like a compilation, like Stitch Fix versus Daily Look versus Wantable versus Stitch Fix, Daily Look, Wantable versus Dia & Co. Stitch Fix, Daily Look, Dia & Co, Wantable. And I filmed it there, and that one I ended up actually curating the entire thing. It just so happened that all 4 of those boxes landed on my doorstep at the same time. And editing is gonna be a disaster because there was so much trying on. It was like 25 pieces of clothing. But that one I actually chose everything for my stitch preview, and shocking, I liked all of them. So maybe I need to shuffle my own a little bit. I don't know. I really love the style preview because it gives me a chance to decide on a few things from my box. So I'm gonna show you a few of them that came in. So the first is this Wisp Ainsley jersey dress. And you know, I'm gonna tell you, like I said, it's been a really busy month. I don't actually know which ones I've chosen. So this is kind of going to be a game of like, guess which ones I chose for my stitch preview. And then whenever we open the box, we'll know, okay? So this is the Wisp dress. It's in a 22W and it's $68. I'm imagining that I chose this because this was actually one that I had bookmarked. I don't know, it looks very me. So we'll see, but I'm pretty sure that there's a high probability that that is in this box. All right, so then we have the Kaylee drawstring Tony jumpsuit. It's black, it's 58 bucks. I am imagining that I did not choose this. I am on the fence about jumpsuits. I've gotten a few that I kind of like, but in all honesty, there's part of me that, I don't know, it's super casual. I think it'd be good for bumming around the house in, but I can't imagine where I would wear that out in my everyday life. And again, y'all, if there's something on here that you personally have or that you just love, that's okay. Like, we all can love different things. It doesn't actually even mean that we have totally different styles, because I would imagine that there are gonna be things that I love that you love, and there are gonna be certain things that we feel exactly the opposite on. But my dad says that's why they make chocolate and vanilla. And y'all, that's why they make chocolate and vanilla. All right, so the next is this green Beacon Kennedy puff sleeve top. And y'all, it's $38. I'm betting maybe that I chose it. I don't have a whole lot of green in my wardrobe, and there was a green in like a Daily Look box, I don't know, probably like a month and a half ago, that I came so close to getting. It had like a tie here and it was split open, but I felt like it was a little too snug and it showed a little too much of my belly. And it was also nowhere near $38. It was way more expensive. So I don't know, but I kind of like it. Today's Meredith was looking at this list. She'd say, heck yeah, let's add it to the box. Next is this Leslie dress by 9 Britain. And y'all, it's $48, but it looks a little bit too lingerie for me. I think that it would be really cute with a cardigan over it. But God willing, we are getting out of this crazy heat pretty soon. I don't know, it just felt a little more summer vibe for me. So I'm betting that this one is not in there. It's a strong bet. If you bet against me, you're probably losing. Next is this Gilli Delina knit maxi skirt. And I think I might've told y'all in the last one that I went through a phase where I wore like nothing but maxi skirts, and I've kind of started purging them a little bit. I think I only have one left really from that time in my life, but you know, I think it might be a good time for me to pull some back in, because there are some really awesome things that happened during my wearing only maxi skirt days, and maybe I can wear them as a fashion statement as opposed to a cover up. So I'm hoping that past Meredith put this in there because I want to try it. Okay, next is this Kaylee Amandine knit dress. And the weird thing is that I am almost positive that I have either received this or gotten this in a Stitch preview. It's $48. I am 100% certain that I love that cut, but I also just kept a dress like this and do not need it. Like really do not need it. If it's in here, it would not surprise me because it's totally my style. I like the fit. I like where it's cut. I like the length, and I could wear it to work or I could wear it out, but I literally just bought one. And I probably bought one in the Stitch Fix before. And there was also a chance I bought one in the Stitch Fix before that. Next is this Market and Spruce like sienna gray sweater. It's cute. It's the right price, like 48 bucks, but y'all, it's like, it's over 100 degrees outside. So like today, Meredith would say, heck no. All right, next is, I don't know how to pronounce it, Le Serene. Unsure. Okay, so that brand right there, it is a really cute little top. The price is right, $42, but it screams summer and I'm feeling transition. This one is like a total coin flip. Y'all can bet either way on it. Next is the Kaylee Keeney knit romper, and here's the thing, y'all. It's $54. It's adorable, but I have one just like it. It's such a unique piece in my closet that I don't think that I need 2 of them. I also wouldn't be super mad if it was here. I mean, it's crazy because I'm talking to you like I was not the one who made these choices, but I have looked at like 1,000 clothing items since I made this decision. Last but not least are these Nakamol earrings, and y'all, I'm kind of obsessed with Nakamol, like really, but I have a green pair that looks exactly like this, and I don't remember if I bought them before or after this preview came out, because I got like a freestyle $50 Stitch Fix credit, and I know I ordered a pair of Nakamol earrings, and I can't remember if they're the green ones just like this. And yeah, but I always write in my stylist notes that I am open to Nakamol earrings. So that is my Stitch preview. I totally could have built a box from this, but I also love the element of surprise. Of course, my last box, I didn't give anything to the element of surprise, and I really loved every piece. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I think it's time to open her up. So just for reference, I am like a size 22, 3X, and I am 5'10". So super tall lady, 22, 3X, and so that's what I order generally. All right, I'm trying to do the standing. I need like a ledge table over here because I'm gonna pretend like this is comfortable. The one thing that I love about Stitch Fix and these subscription boxes is they've gotten me comfortable with sending things back that I don't want. That's actually part of this process. I've always been very bad about sending clothes that I order back, and this is kind of breaking me out of it. We should really only keep the things that we absolutely want in our closet and either return them or donate them. I get good use out of these mailers. Stitch Fix uses priority mail. Sometimes that's important because I know that everyone has access to UPS and FedEx. After that, we get the invoice, and the invoice says that this is Stitch Fix number 9. I don't even know if I told y'all that earlier because I wasn't positive, but number 9, and Casey's still my stylist. So Casey's been my stylist from the beginning. I think I had one where she was not. I don't know what happened, but it was okay. But I missed Casey because I think she's amazing. Then you get a little stylist note, and this basically is her telling you why she chose things, gives you ideas about how you could put them together, either with items that you might have in your wardrobe or items that are together in the box. So I always love that they send that. I think it's a nice personal touch. And then there are little like styling cards that you can see how items might go together. I see a few items that are probably from the list that I'm excited about. My very favorite part is their adorable little bundles, y'all. Like, there's something about the way, and I don't know if it's that there's just like 4 to 5 items and the way that they fold them, or really what it is, but I love that. And then I have a pair of earrings, so I may have gone ahead and ordered those Nakamols. I love that the top tells you to instantly buy styles that go with what's inside your fix. And it's like the impulse buy section right next to the register. Just scan this QR code and you can buy more stuff to go with the stuff that you haven't bought yet. All right. It is by Nakamol. Oh, definitely not the ones that are on there, so I must have turned those down. These are very pretty. They're very different from the Nakamols that I own. And I see something like nice and green in here that I think that they'll pair with beautifully. So my first item, this is the beacon top. And so on my buttery soft knit fabric scale, I would say that this is a solid 3. Like, it's halfway between the best, softest, most amazing fabric you've ever felt and like plain old cotton tees. It has some really pretty dotted Swiss arms. And then the bottom is actually cuffed with the same knit material, which I think is an interesting little element. I'm not sure how the scoop neck's gonna do, but I'm excited to try. So this is the Kennedy, it's by Beacon Apparel. And so the body is 96% rayon, 6% spandex, and then the arms are 100% polyester. I just like to tell you because I know that there are so many people that really don't want to purchase anything that is remotely polyester. And so I want you to have an idea of what's coming in these boxes and what things are made of. This is by Wisp. It is a 22W. It actually reminds me a whole lot of the jumpsuit. Like, the print really, really reminds me not jumpsuit, of the like sundress that I kept last time. Like, it reminds me of it a whole lot. So this has longer arms, so it's a little bit more like fancy office appropriate. And I think the length is great. It's just about knee length. It has a scoop neck also. I'm gonna have to pull that other one out. So this is 95% polyester, 5% spandex. So it's very similar in composition too. And I think that this one was in like the $60 range. I'll let you know at the end, we'll see. Y'all, I kept the Maxi. I'm so proud of past Meredith, good job. This is a totally different feeling Maxi. It's got a slinky, silky feeling. It's not like the normal Gilli kind of slink, and it definitely doesn't feel like a normal knit. It is a very smooth, I don't know what that's gonna end up doing to like my areas that need to be smooth. We'll see. This is by Kaylee, made in Guatemala, and Kaylee is a Stitch Fix exclusive brand. And one cool thing is that this is lined. Is it lined all the way? It's lined about knee length. I think that'll really help with like panty lines. And so this is 95% polyester, 5% spandex, and then the lining's 100% polyester. I really think that it's fascinating how so many things that can have the exact same composition, like 95% polyester, 5% spandex, and 95% polyester, 5% spandex can feel totally different. Like, it's kind of crazy what we can do with, you know, chemicals. And then lastly, it almost didn't look like there was another item in the box because it kind of matched the brown, are some, it looks like, oh, they're long pants. I was thinking they were capris. So some nice long pants. These are they tribal? Yeah, these are tribal. They're a 22W. I'm going to tell you my very first box that I didn't try on camera because it came before I made the decision to do this, had a pair of tribal pants. If I still have it saved on my phone, I'll put it up. And they were a little more snug. They focused a little bit more on my lower abdomen than I wanted. I have lost weight since then, so these may fit differently because I'm pretty sure that those were 22Ws as well. But because of that, tribal has not been something that I've really gravitated to. Another thing is that back then they felt very tight on my calves, and those were crops or capris. They were not a full length pant, which is what this looks like. All right, and this is 76% rayon and 21% nylon. So I think that without further ado, we should get to trying on. I think that this has its merits for sure. My favorite part of the Nakamol earrings, I'm gonna show them to you. So these are almost certainly staying here. They're just pretty little costume jewelry. The majority of my color jewelry are blue and greens, but I don't have anything at all like this. So this top, I think, is nice. It doesn't cling in any places. Y'all, we all have like lumps and bumps. And let me tell you that the vast majority of those things that we see on ourselves, no one else sees. I've got this, that my inner thigh, I'm uncomfortable with. I feel like in a lot of clothes, you can kind of see that it is, I've got a lump there that I don't really like. And then I've got something over here. And I'm sure that some people might point out that, yes, indeed I can see it, Meredith, and it's unattractive, and that's fine. But I will tell you that out in your life, especially if you are going about and being happy and enjoying yourself, that's not at all what people see. So the important thing is that you feel comfortable in the clothes, and I do feel pretty comfortable in this. I have a few reservations about the pants. Now they are crops, but I have a larger calf, and so they are pretty tight on the calf. Like not to where they're uncomfortable, but they're fitted on the calf, right? But then they're very loose in my thighs. I feel like I might be pulling them down through the day because they get caught there, but I'm unsure. Now, one thing that is like a blessing and a curse is that there's no zippers, no hardware, no buttons. It is like a pull-on situation. So these pants, like, and there's a lot of stretch, right? I don't think that I need to size down, but I don't know exactly how I feel about the fit. Here it is from the back. This is a faux pocket, so there is nothing here. Let me make sure. Totally faux. And then there are no, wait, there are pockets. Okay, they're just sewn. Yeah, so the pockets are sewn shut. I'm sure that's just for like flatness and looking nice. But I think that the green's pretty. I don't have a lot of green, like solid kind of Kelly greens. And if it's not showing up that way, that is really what this is. It's kind of like a true Kelly green. Yeah, so I think that this is a cute outfit. I like the sheer on the sleeves. It kind of hides my upper arms, which I'm not like the absolute most comfortable with. Just so you know, I've had some people ask, the bump is my microphone. You know, it is what it is. So I think that this is cute. I'm going to take off the bottoms and try on the Maxi. I love this print. I think that it is really pretty. I think it looks nice in the back too, but I'm gonna walk towards you and I feel like it, I don't know, kind of here, I'm gonna pull my shirt up. It kind of does things I don't really like to my lower abdomen. Are you seeing it? Like, but I do think that it's lovely. It sits very high-waisted. If I lower it, then it doesn't sit right on my hips. So it's a super high-waisted skirt. It's got a little bit of ruching right here on the sides. And then where it goes flat and up and then ruching again over here. So this is a 3X. Visually, I love it. And if it was just based on that, I would absolutely say that I'm keeping it. But what I'm unsure about is the feel. I told you that it's kind of that silky feel. It feels inexpensive is not the right word. Like the right word is actually cheap. So what I'm saying is that it feels like I'm kind of polyester smothered, even though it's not all polyester. Like I feel kind of hot in here, and we keep our downstairs at like 72, 73 degrees. But I think that especially if I wore it in the summer, I would end up getting hot. It doesn't feel very breathable. Because of that, no matter how cute it is, I don't think that it's probably here to stay, which may end up really messing up my 25% off. It's pretty, I don't really love the material. I'm gonna try on the dress, I'll be right back. Last but certainly not least is this really pretty Wisp dress. And this makes me feel very pretty. This really has a feel, like I was saying, kind of like the Gilli. There's nothing soft to it. It's like a stretchy, spandexy, almost slinky material, but I think that it gives a flattering shape. I'm not wearing any shapewear, and I almost think that I could get away without wearing any in this. I may change my mind whenever I go back and rewatch, but I like the length of the sleeves. I like the length of the actual dress. It's incredibly modest. I could wear it with heels. Right now I'm just wearing it with some little nude flats because that's what I decided to try everything on with today. I want to show you the dress that I was saying the print really reminded me of. So I kept this in like the last Stitch Fix that you guys saw. I think it was like my 7th. I mean, it's not the same, but it's pretty similar. And I really like this dress, but I wish that they were just a smidge different in color and everything. This looks like the more formal sister of this dress, or the business version and the party version of the same gal. I don't know, maybe I need a business and party version. I think I might be onto something, we'll see. Let's talk dollars. I did go ahead and I changed my settings because so many people had asked me for less expensive options, not just in Stitch Fix, but like generally, like, hey, wow, I like this, thank you for showing it to me, but I would never pay, you know, $150 for that dress that came in, or I'd never pay. And so I thought, you know what, I've gotten quite a few pieces that I really like, let's lower it. So I ended up trying it out. I lowered it to the lowest setting, and I did that before I got the Stitch preview. But the more expensive items that are in there, I actually chose. So, you know, it is what it is. The Wisp dress is the most expensive item in the box, and it's $68. I think that it's nice. It's a size 3X. No, I'm lying. It's a size 22W. You know, I mean, it's not super breathable, but it's much more breathable than the skirt was. And it's funny that sometimes I feel like polyester really does give me a breathable feel. I do feel something, you know, coming through. I don't feel, I guess, it's not that I feel something coming through. It's that I don't feel suffocated. That's what was going on with this guy. And y'all, I pointed this out the last time. Hang on, they're totally doing this. It's the Kaylee Gilli thing again. All right, as my daughter would say, this is totally sus. This says Kaylee right here, and this says Gilli. I did that last time. The Kaylee Gilli dilemma. Gilli is it's a brand that I've gotten in like fashion and daily look, and Kaylee is supposed to be like a Stitch Fix brand exclusive, but Gilli, Kaylee, I don't know. So I will not be keeping the Kaylee skirt. It doesn't really hold up to some of the other Kaylee items that I've gotten. I could totally see Gilli being, you know, a mass producing house that people privately label. It's just my theory based on 2 Stitch Fix boxes worth of evidence. I love the way this looks. If it was a more knit fabric, I would totally do it. It's a 3X, $48, great price, but just sadly the wrong material. All right, the Beacon Kennedy top. This one was a 3X and $38, and I thought that it was super cute on. And $38 I really don't think was bad. I like the way that it felt. It wasn't crazy buttery soft, but it's just kind of like right there in the middle of a high quality shirt. And I thought that the sleeves were at excellent length to where they looked business enough to where I wouldn't need to wear anything over them. No real notes. Good job, Beacon. And then these are the tribal Fia pull-on trousers, which I think is fascinating because they were totally crop length on me. I've had some people tell me in the comments that there's no such thing as like full length anymore, or like longs really, and that kind of cropped is the thing. I would totally call these crops. At least on me, they feel like crops. These guys were $58. At 25% off, they would be an absolute steal, but I don't want the skirt. I've really got to think about it because I could use a good pair of khakis. I'm gonna have to rewatch the video, see what I think about the loose on top, tight on bottom situation, and check from there. I do like that it had front pockets. I like that it was pull on, so it feels very casual, and you know, I'm ready to eat Thanksgiving dinner. So there's lots of bonuses. $58 should be a very good price for a pair of trousers, but I feel like $58 is a fair price. If these were marketed at $100, I would say, ooh, absolutely not. They're not $100 quality. They probably are appropriately priced. I don't think I told you what these were made of earlier. This is 76% rayon and 21% nylon. No, I did. I told you. We're good. And then finally, last but not least, are my Nakamol earrings, which coincidentally are the cheapest thing in the box. And funny enough, are what my stylist ended up choosing for me. And I really like them. I think that my favorites in the box would be this dress, the earrings, and then the green top. Okay, so if I got the green top, this dress, and the earrings, it'd be $132. So that's what it would be with like the things I like the most. If I decided to get the entire box, so $132, keep that in your brain. If I got the entire box with the pants, the hot skirt, the green, this, and my earrings, that subtotal is $248, so right about $250. But then you get a 25% keep all discount, which is $62, which brings it to $186. So $186, $132, there's a $50 difference there. So I don't know that the $50 is enough for me to, I don't know. I really got to think about it. I have a hard time when it's like the discount brings it down enough to where I get an item that I don't really want for free. I want to really want that free item. I think that most likely what I'll do is either keep these 3 green top dress earrings or choose 1 or 2 of them. Please let me know your thoughts. And if you are interested in Stitch Fix, you can try it pretty much risk-free. The code gives you $25 worth of free clothes, which that's pretty awesome. It gives me the same. If you don't use my code, you need to use someone's code because there's no point leaving any money on the table. All right. Hey, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.